Well, hi there. Happy Thursday. It's July the 5th, 2018. I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where marijuana is finally legal. That is, except for growing it, storing it, transporting it, buying it, selling it, smoking it, eating it, or having it on you in any way. But other than that, party on. Well, good evening, everybody. If it is half as nice where you're listening from as it is where I'm podcasting from, you're a lucky person, because it is absolutely beautiful in downtown Vancouver. Doing the podcast from the streets again tonight because Gord's not with us. It's just me, by myself, just like the old days. Because Gord's in a loving relationship with someone who likes him and wants to spend time with him.
Oh, good for you!
It's a shame. It's a shame because we're talking about something really near and dear to Gord's heart tonight, and that would be marijuana. The Saskatchewan government announced this morning the litany of fines it's going to be handing out in regards to this so-called legalized marijuana. Mostly traffic violations they're planning on. Fines that range from $200 to $2,500 depending on the infraction. This is going to add a huge policing cost to the province. Roadside checks are going to get longer, more thorough. This is going to cost a lot more for policing. There's going to be a lot more bullshit tickets going through the court system. And it's going to create an estimated 4 to 8 brand new government positions. Well, a liberal plan that creates bigger government. What an almost embarrassingly predictable chain of events. This thing is a joke. This whole situation is a joke. The last 6 months to a year have been a complete waste of time and money. Justin Trudeau's managed to create a pot legalization bill that does absolutely nothing to legalize pot, downloads all the responsibility, liability, and accountability onto the province, and is just going to force the underground to become bigger and more subversive than ever before. And not only that, it's going to make the black market stronger, and it also gives them a string of government farms and stores that they can now target directly. Not to mention the independent businesses and retailers and growers who are now subject to any kind of blackmail or intimidation or extortion. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane to think that this bill in any way benefits anyone other than the 100 or so liberal staffers who are going to get jobs out of it. What a joke. I've been saying for 2 years now that any approach the Liberals took to this file would be a colossal waste of time. You know, telling you I told you so when I'm talking about this government is kind of like telling you the next Ben Affleck movie is probably going to suck. It just goes without saying now. I've heard people saying they're going to vote for Trudeau in the next election, and I really just keep saying to them,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What the hell did you think was going to happen when you hired a substitute teacher? Do you remember this teacher from when you were in high school? Every school had one. The one that was a lot younger than all the other teachers. When the girls thought he was dreamy and he always coached something fruity like field hockey or something. Yeah, that guy. You remember him. You wouldn't leave your girlfriend alone with him for 10 seconds after class. But you let him run the country? What the hell were you thinking? It's almost as bad as electing a reality show host. What is the world coming to when we let it be run by a reality show host and a substitute teacher? Well, this is what you end up with. Stupid, worthless, meaningless wastes of money and time legislation that doesn't actually legislate anything. The legality of all this nonsense from province to province is going to be so confusing that no one's going to be able to figure it out, and everyone is just going to give up on it completely. Guaranteed. This all goes back underground. The few government stores that they continue to fund will profit zero for years to come. No one's going to buy into this bullshit system, especially not when it changes from province to province, and nobody can really understand what the laws about it are, and nobody has a timeline for when they're coming into effect. Everybody says something different. So what the hell is the point of any of this? Can you figure it out? Is it just me, or is it time we start voting for people who take this shit seriously? Come on! When do we get our heads out of our asses and start voting for people who actually give a shit about us? And start creating legislation that has something to do with us? I'm so fed up with it. I can't deal with it anymore. I can't deal with knowing that the future of our planet, my daughter's future, is in the hands of substitute teachers and talk show hosts. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me. I am 100% absolutely going to throw my hat into the ring for the 2019 mayoral election here in Vancouver. And if I even come close to making a blip on that radar, I'm going for the province next. And then I'm coming for the country. And when I run the country, my cabinet's going to be Bruce Allen, Charles Adler, and Noam Chomsky. And we're going to clean house. You know what we're going to start with? We're going to start with throwing everybody out of government. Anyone who has any history as a professional politician is going to be gone. Expense accounts are going to be gone. Per diems are going to be gone. Free money for government people is going to be a thing of the past when I run the government. Trust me on this. And if I become mayor, I'm going to rip up every bike lane in the city. I swear to God. Just out of spite, I'm going to do that. It's not true. I'll keep the ones that you guys tell me to keep. Because that's what I'll do, is I'll talk to the people. Be an open door in my office, and I'll actually ask you guys what you want me to do, and then I will go and make it happen. I'm so sick of being told what's going to happen, and we just have to put up with it. It's not the way it is supposed to be. And frankly, it's becoming blatantly obvious that these people can't be trusted anymore. I'm so angry I gotta take a break and listen to a song. I got myself all worked up. Why don't we play some Ashes of Purgatory for you? New album due out in less than 2 weeks, and this time that could almost be true. We're gonna go with my new favorite. It's called He Felt the Floor by Ashes of Purgatory. Don't do it! Says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. you. This is all on you. This is all on you. It's all on you. If that was the only song on the record, it would still be a good record. But it's not, luckily. There are 9 others that go with it. It is a fantastic record beginning to end. That was called He Felt the Floor. The record's called Awaken. It is due out this month. By the middle of this month, perhaps. Maybe. Possibly. Still lots to talk about tonight. One thing I do want to mention to you guys, I want to speak to everyone at TransLink real quick. From now on, I'm going to start paying at the end of my trip. And I'm going to base how much I pay on my transit experience, alright? So, if my bus is on time, and it lines up with a train, and at the particular train station I'm going to, all the trains are running on the proper tracks at the proper times, and all the escalators and fare machines are working, then I will pay full price. Otherwise, I'm going to deduct money based on everything that's wrong with the trip. Does that work for you guys? Good, because that's the way I'm doing it from now on. I'm sick of things breaking down and not working. You guys just raised the price again, and nothing's fixed. How much more do I have to pay you people? And a message to all the people who get on and off the train looking down at their phone. I'm not moving for you anymore. I am going in a straight line like a bulldozer. I'm not getting out of your way. Look up, idiots. All this ranting and raving is made possible by the Champion Tree Entertainment Company. Champion Tree Entertainment Company is your one-stop solution for the independent artist, musician, or entertainer looking to start a new career or possibly breathe life into an old one. Anything you need to make that happen that you can think of, the Champion Tree's already thought of it, and they're going to give you a hell of a deal. You can get to them through me at my website, ericbrennan.simdiff.com. Go to our contact page and reach out to them. Anything you need, merchandise, marketing, licensing, contract negotiations, contract drafting, media relations, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Everything they can possibly do. They can record you now through the fledgling record label Sealed Juvenile Records, whose first album, Awaken by Ashes of Purgatory, is due to launch in about 2 weeks. So go to ericbrennan.simdiff.com and get in touch with the Champion Tree. Help them help you. The Champion Tree, because the only things in life that are impossible are the things you don't try. Something else I want to mention quickly about the Ashes of Purgatory album. Absolutely every single penny made off that album is going directly to the J3 Legacy Project. The J3 Legacy Project has one simple mission: